Welcome back to Foundations in Pre-Cal 10. This is your host, Mrs. Clausen. We're going to take a look at word problems involving conversions today, okay? So what you need to realize is just because it's a word problem doesn't make it hard. They're often very simple, and you just have to use a little bit of common sense, okay? So let's take a peek at our first one. It says, Anne is framing a picture. The perimeter is 136 inches. So, okay, first of all, as soon as I see this, I'm a picture person. I don't mean like framing a picture, but I mean like a visual helps me. So I have a picture. I think we all know pictures look like that. The perimeter, so the distance all the way around the outside is 136 inches. The framing material costs $1.89 a foot. What will be the cost before taxes? Well, I mean, we have to think about if I'm putting a frame on a picture, it's going to go around the outside, right? So basically, I need to calculate the cost all the way around the outside. So I need to know how many feet it is around the outside so that I can multiply. So really, what is my job? I'm going to convert this 136 inches into feet, right? So I've got feet on the top, inches on the bottom, and I know that 1 foot has 12 inches. So when I look at my units, the inches cancel away. I'm going to be left with feet. So what do? 136 times 1 is 136, and divided by 12 gives me 11.3 repeating feet. And if it costs me $1.89 per foot, I can just multiply those to get a total cost of $21.42. Okay. The school council has 6 yards of material that they will cut into 5-inch strips to make decorations. Okay, how many banners can they make? So basically, the scenario is we've got like this big piece of material, and they're gonna cut it, divide it up into these 5-inch strips. Okay, so I need to have common units. So I'm gonna take my 6 yards, because each of these strips is 5 inches. So it's 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches. I need to know how many of those 5 inches will fit into 6 yards. So I have to convert into the same units. So 6 yards. If I want to go from yards to inches, I need to stop at feet. So 1 yard is 3 feet. Okay, my yards would go away. I'd be left with feet. Now 1 foot is 12 inches. Just to be clear, foot and feet are the same thing. It's just that feet is plural. Sometimes that confuses people. So 6 times 3 times 12 is 216 inches. Okay, so what that tells me is this whole big thing is 216 inches. So I need to figure out how many 5 inches fit into that. So I'm going to divide by 5 inches, and that gives me 43.2. So then in this case, I would round down because I can't get that last one in, but I'm going to create 43 banners. Number 3, after meeting in Estevan, Eli drove 62 miles south. Okay, 62 miles south, and Danny drove 98 kilometers north. Who drove further? Again, it doesn't matter which one you convert, but you got to convert them into the same lingo so that you can compare the two. So if I go miles into kilometers, so I would go 62 miles, and 1 mile has 1.609 kilometers. My miles will cancel away. So that gives me 99.758 kilometers. This is Eli compared to Donnie, who drove 98 kilometers. So we can say that Eli drove further. Once they are the same units, then we can compare them. The last one, a truck driver knows that a semi-trailer is 3.5 meters high, and the support beams of a bridge are 11 feet 9 inches. Will the vehicle fit under the bridge? Okay, so here is my bridge, and I've got my truck. I'm such a good artist. My truck is 3.5 meters high, and I know that the bridge is 11 feet 9 inches, and I need to know whether or not the truck's going to go down. So again, we need to put them in the same language, right? So we're going to put them both into feet. So the truck, which is 3.5 meters, we know has 1 meter is 3.2808 feet. We get that number off of our formula sheet. So 3.5 times 3.28 is 11.4828 feet. Okay, and then I know that I've got 11 feet, 9 inches. So I know I have 11 point something, but basically we need to know this 9 inches. How much of a foot is that, right? So we know that 1 foot has 12 inches. So when I go 9 divided by 12, I get 0.75. Oops, not 7.5, 0.75. So I know that I have 11.75 feet to drive through, and the truck is only 11.48 feet tall, so he will make it. Okay, so they're not hard. You just involve a conversion of some kind. So you go ahead and practice those questions now.